Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hit that like and subscribe button, and then let's get into the video. Okay, the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. Okay, this has been a great series. These first three games. The first game, the Timberwolves crept out of that last game. The second game, the Memphis Grizzlies completely took over and demolished the Timberwolves the second game. And this third game that I'm going to be talking about today, the Grizzlies, they were down the whole complete game up into the third quarter. Well, not even the third quarter. They didn't come back into the fourth quarter, but they were down 25, and they came back with a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter, which is incredible and shows how they can rack up points in little minutes. Okay, so starting off with the first quarter. The first quarter, I don't think Memphis came out with the energy they needed to, or the same energy they came out with in the second game when they blew Minnesota out. They started the game, as you can see, in a 12-0 deficit. They let Minnesota come out the gate running, and Patrick Beverly with two quick scores, and they came out the gate running on the Memphis Grizzlies. They finished the first quarter behind 18, but you could see during the second quarter them just trying to make a comeback and only being down 7 by halftime. And with Desmond Bane being the only player to have double digits, I think he had like 11 points, and I think everybody else on the team had either like only 5. Ja Morant only had like 5 points. Jared Jackson only had like 3 points, and I thought it was going to be reminiscent of game 1 when Minnesota just came out with more energy and they played, a little bit harder than Memphis did that game, and that's how they won. And I thought that, the Grizzlies weren't going to be able to come back in this game, and they proved me wrong. Now, the beginning of the second half, the Timberwolves continue to grow their lead all the way to 25 points with 3 minutes left in the third. Now, this is where the whole game turns around, and the Grizzlies just makes this unbelievable great comeback. So the Grizzlies, they go on a little run by the end of the third quarter and ends up only being down 16 by the fourth quarter. Now, the beginning of the fourth quarter, they down by 16, and they go on this 16-point run to even the score at 83-83 with the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves coach doesn't call any timeouts. Coach Finch doesn't call any timeouts, doesn't do anything. He just lets them go on this big run, which is crazy to me, because I really think that he should have called a timeout or something. I just really think that's bad coaching on his part. So the score is tied 83-83, and Edwards gets fouled and he makes 2 free throws. And then the Memphis Grizzlies come back down, and Tyus Jones, he come back and hit a big 3 for the Grizzlies to put them in the league 86-85. And I see this comeback, and I'm just like, they're going to win this game, because they just came back and they had a different type of energy leading to that fourth, and that big run just gave them the energy, the motivation that they needed to really win this game. So the Memphis Grizzlies take the lead, and they take the energy, and they don't give up the lead, and they take this game 104-95. I really think the biggest thing for the Timberwolves was the coaching, because how do you let them go on a 16-0 run at the beginning of the fourth and not call any timeouts? And the play of Karl-Anthony Towns, because he only attempted 4 shots. His stats was 8 points and I think 5 rebounds and 5 blocks. And you're going to need more production from him throughout this series for the Timberwolves to win games. I don't really think there was any other major factors that played a part of that, except those two key things, because the Timberwolves, they came out with a lot of energy and they played pretty good throughout the whole game. I just think at the end of the game, they let them go on a run and they let the Grizzlies get the energy they needed, and I think that was really a turning point of the game, because the Timberwolves, they start missing shots, and I think that run really was a big part of them losing the game, and no timeouts to really cool Memphis down or do anything was really a fault of the coach. Now, Memphis Grizzlies role players really stepped up for them this game. Desmond Bane, as he usually does, 26 points and 7 threes, which is crazy. Brandon Clark, 20 points, 12 of his points in the fourth quarter. And, Ja Morant is Ja Morant, and he does his usuals with a triple-double and 16 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. And he led the team in blocks. I think for the Memphis Grizzlies, they just need to start off the game better and come off with that energy that they usually have with their fast-paced offense and them really scoring a bunch of points, because that's where they really play their best, on the fast breaks, rebounds, and defense. And they'll definitely make it past this round, but for next round, I think that they need to be more consistent throughout the game with how they're playing. They need to play their game and not really play to the other teams. With that being said, I think this series is going to continue to be a good one. It's going to be a dogfight, but I think that Memphis is going to come out on top. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and like and subscribe.